Hi everybody, it's Casey Williams. Two of my favorite crossovers are the Kia Telluride, kind of a luxury full-size crossover, and the Sorento, especially as a hybrid. I like both of them. But if you start adding options to those two vehicles, they can get pretty expensive pretty quick. So the vehicle we have this week has a lot of their style, a lot of their features, all the things I like about them, but at a much more affordable price. It's the 2024 Kia Seltos. Let's go look at it. The Seltos is obviously quite a bit smaller than even the Sorento, but I do like its styling. I really like the front, it's unique, and I really like this light that comes across the front too. And we were out looking at Christmas lights the other night, and the car was just really pretty, all lit up in the driveway. It looks like a Christmas light itself, but I like the style, I like kind of the aluminum look. I mean, it's all plastic, but it looks very nice. I like the black grille, it looks pretty sporty. LED headlamps. Come around the side, again, like the wheels, very stylish. I kind of like the machine look of them with the black on it too. But the overall look of it is very upscale. It looks far more expensive than it is. It looks very sophisticated, it looks very elegant, and I do like it a lot. And I just like some of the detailing, just even the black down below, just kind of break up the body sides. This is a white car, so it's a little hard, but there's some nice body lines that come through. Just very nice sculpting. Of course, the broken pillar back here with the aluminum look here too. But it's nice. And I even like the roof rack, where it kind of comes back, has kind of a little fin here on the back of it. Again, just looks very, very nice. Looks like something a Range Rover would do. Around the back, it's really almost kind of a Cadillac look, the way the lights come into the side, kind of a little tail fin look, and the full width bar across with the lights there too. Again, I just think it looks really good. Power hatch. And coming inside, you have to keep in mind it's a compact crossover, so it's not going to have a great big giant interior. But for 2 to 4 people, there's enough luggage space. The rear seats do split and fold, so you can get another, third passenger back plus some luggage and still plenty of space, or get some longer items into. The upscale feel continues inside, but when you start tapping around and looking, you'll realize that it is a couple of classes below a Telluride. The seats, I like the contrasting brown in our test car. I think they look really nice. I like the nice thick leather wrapped steering wheel, the sports steering wheel with the flat bottom on it. That's very cool. And I do like the twin screen arrangement. Again, it's kind of the standard for Hyundai and Kia right now. You look close, it kind of has a stitched look here on the dashboard, the contrasting color. But you also have to understand that this does start at a much lower price point. So the seats, they're Syntex faux leather, which I actually think is fine because they're a lot easier to wash off, a lot better with kids, a lot better if you're actually doing some adventure outside and get a little mud and dirt inside the car. So I'm fine that they're not real leather. I think it's fine. They'll wear better and do really well. These are heated and ventilated up front, so they're very comfortable and very supportive and nice big bolsters. I like all that. And the dash, again, the stitching, there's stitching there, but it's just not the highest quality. The screens, they're a little bit smaller screens than you'd have one of the bigger vehicles. With a lot of hard plastic if I start tapping around the door. Again, everything looks nice. It looks very upscale. Down below, it's the same kind of arrangement as the other Kia products. Again, twin screens above, you've got the flat screen, instrument cluster, infotainment's easy, redundant buttons down and below for climate and for audio. But this has a single zone automatic climate control instead of a dual zone or tri-zone automatic climate control like some of the bigger cars. I do like that it has a proper volume tuning knob. So if I'm sitting in traffic, I can scroll right through the satellite radio stations. I do like those too. So I think it's a nice layout, works out really well. Down below, you have a shelf here for wireless charging for the phone. This does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, so you can connect things, your devices very easily there too. Nice storage. Here in the center console, the shifter feels very nice and notchy, easy to go through the gears and select those. The heated and ventilated seats controls are right here in the middle. You can lock the differential for the 4-wheel drive system, and I think it just works out very nice. I like all of this. Sunroof, Bose audio. I think a lot of luxury in a car this size. Also very safe. Has adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot warning. It's got lane tracing and rear crosspath detection. So pretty much the full suite of safety systems you would need to stay safe. Driving it was a very pleasant surprise this week. Last week I had a luxury crossover. It was kind of a mid-sized luxury crossover, and wasn't all that impressive and had a $60,000 window sticker on it. This one's considerably less money, and honestly, I think it handles and rides better than that one did. Since this one has 4-wheel drive, it has an independent suspension in the back. Front drive models have a torsion beam, which is fine in a car of this size. But the independent suspension just gives it a lot more mature handling, a lot better handling if you're out you're actually having some fun on the weekends and finding some twisty roads. And it does a really good job of soaking up the rough pavement without bouncing around. It's just really controlled and very nice in a vehicle this size. Steering's tight, really crisp, and it has plenty of power for what it is. It's a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, so it's not a very big engine, but it produces 195 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque, and it's got an 8-speed automatic transmission, so it gets all that power to the all-wheel drive system. And again, a compact crossover, almost 200 horsepower with the turbo and plenty of torque. It feels very, very sporty. And I think people who have this, most of the time they're going to be in town anyway. I do like the short wheelbase. It's easy to park it. You still get 4 people in it pretty comfortably. Fuel economy, I would say for a car this size is not terrific, but it's okay. 25 miles per gallon in the city, which is pretty good. 27 miles per gallon on the highway. It'd be much better if we were pushing over 30 miles per gallon with this. But again, it's the turbo engine, it's got the top power, and does pretty well there too, I guess. But overall, it's been a really enjoyable vehicle to drive. Actually, it's a lot more fun than I expected it to be, a lot more enjoyable, and a lot peppier than I expected it to be. So I think this is one of the best parts of this. Sorry, I'll start again. Ready? I think this is one of the best parts of the Seltos. Again, you're not going to get the big room, you're not going to get the 3 rows of seating that you do get in some of the other Kia crossovers, but you get almost all that style, and you get a vehicle in its own right that looks unique, handles well, and is really just a pleasant car to drive for a day. So the price. Well, the Seltos starts at about $24,300. It's a little over $24,000. This one, everything on it, $33,085. And I think if you compare this to other vehicles in its class, I think you'll find a pretty good value. Well, next week we'll have another fun ride. Until then, storm forward.